Hey, Bravehearts, we're back. So, Lorraine, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Everyone, this is called the Perfect Day Live Q&A. Now, just know this. We have had so many people call in and ask us to send out our Zoom so that we could have people come in and join us on Zoom. You know, we were always kind of hesitant, weren't we, Lorraine, to do this, eh?
Yeah.
But you know what? We all just want to give it a shot. And so today was that litmus paper test. And for those of you that were on the perfect day, we shut it down as fast as we could. We just want to tell you that those people that came on, okay, and came on with the pornography and tried to take over our perfect day live Q&A, I'm going to tell you something right now. Our heart goes out to you. And I know that you're watching right now, and you're probably telling me to, go where the light doesn't shine. But understand something. I will send you love anyway. And I'm going to tell you, everyone, and you better get this. It's going to be very important that you find that God spot in your heart, because okay. There's right choices. And when I say that we need to walk the path of the heart, I'm talking about those people that buy into my BS, my belief system. Other people are going to think I'm airy-fairy, some kind of religion, some kind of cult. I'm trying to tell you to do that because you need to protect your spirit. You need to feel it, and you need to feed it. I love this body, but this is just a meat suit, okay? This is not my reality, but this is my vehicle on this planet. So I'm trying to teach everyone on how, guess what? You don't have to suffer for the last 10, 15, 20 years of your life in pain. You don't have to have any diseases. You don't have to have any negative symptoms. And understand something. You can think of me as an arrogant, egotistical fool, but I do know how to teach it. I know how to teach how to become free. And to become free, okay, I'm telling you right now, all right, you want to be, because you can't have happiness unless you have freedom. And you're never going to have freedom unless you have courage. And you're never going to have sustainable courage unless it's coming from your heart, which is infinite potential. And understand something, we've all been programmed, like the person who was on here, he tried to take something beautiful and make it into something awful. And his life is awful. His mind is awful. And guess what? It angers him that he can't find it. Well, guess what? You will find it if you try to find it. So, somebody's got to come on here and just really bring pornography on here. I was not bothered by it. I just talked about that, didn't I? I just was wanting to protect everybody out there that doesn't know about emotions. And then some people are, oh my God, did you see that? No, don't do that. Don't do it, because that's what he wanted. You know what? If a child does not get attention, that child will rather have a slap, a punch, a kick than nothing. Until you have unconditional love for yourself, you won't have it for this person who tried to ruin this show. You won't have it for the person that you gave everything. You gave everything to them. And what did they do? They threw it back in your face. No, they didn't. They weren't ready for it. You can't give people what they're not ready for. I mean, I went against everything. I said, yes, let's open up the Zoom. Let's bring everybody in around the world. It'll be different when the Braveheart Nation app comes out, okay? It'll be way different. And understand something, we will still do Zoom Q&As for our practitioners, okay? But that's it. And if you are a practitioner, or if you would like to come on our practitioner live Q&As, you can contact me, or you can contact the office. They'll give me your phone number, and we'll still let you come on, okay? Or if you want to come on the perfect day Q&A on our Zoom, we do have to actually get to know you. And 1 second, please. Get to know you and why you want to come on, because you can see why. Listen. It's like this. When I was talking to Jim Gale from Food Forest Abundance this morning, I already told you on the show here today. He said, Daryl, this has been the toughest 2 months of my life. My mother's getting ready to pass on. Okay. And dealing with that. And also my mission statement to want to go out there to the world, you know? And I could tell today he was just kind of laying back and laying down and just trying to process the last 2 months and making peace with himself and making peace with how much he wants to give the world, but the world's not ready. You can't. This is what we do, though, don't we? We spend ourselves. Lorraine, you would just spend yourself with your kids until you were exhausted. Your husband, everybody that you loved, you spent yourself out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You have to have value. You have to respect yourself, and I've got to respect this platform, so I can't open this up anymore and then have the people that are coming on here that just want to give love a chance. They want to give self-love, self-care a chance. They want to give Dr. Wolf the crackpot, the fraud, the phony, whatever you want to call me, but I'm not. All I want to do is give you a perfect day. That's it, at the bottom of my heart. I don't need to, you don't have to spend any money. You don't have to, I don't have to know it. You don't have to thank me. You don't have to do anything. For God's sakes, we are all made from the same creator. So I'm going to care for you as much as I cared for this guy who tried to put pornography on our show to try to bring our show down. That's not going to happen, because I am going to love him anyway. If I don't do that, I get the headache. I get sick to my stomach. If I were to act like a normal person, I would have a disease, because I wouldn't be at ease, because I wouldn't be in alignment, because I'd be taking it personal, because I'd need approval. Lorraine?
Yeah. Yeah. We have, no. Yes, we have to send love. We have to send love out there. We have to let them know that they are pure potential, and they're not going to get to us that way.
No, but it's not getting to us. They're trying to confirm the beliefs that they have been programmed with, Lorraine. I said to you before we went on, don't be affected, don't be infected or affected.
Right.
And this person's infected, and I'm not going to be part of his poisoning to say that he's whatever, name him, call him down. No. Because he's running a belief he doesn't even know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? People are trapped, Lorraine.
They are.
How old are you, Lorraine?
66.
So you were trapped until you were at least 62 or 60.
Yep.
And guess what? And guess what? It feels good to be out. And guess what? The majority of the population aren't getting out. If I told you how many are getting out, it's 2%. That's what gets out from being trapped. The rest stay trapped on an emotional and physical level their whole life. They don't get to experience being in control of happiness. Happiness is something that happens occasionally, or let's plan to go out Friday night. And then we have to use alcohol because we have to override the negative beliefs with sugar to bring ourselves up, and then just boom, get thrown down on the ground the next morning.
Yeah. And we've got to learn to protect ourselves too, right?
So what did you learn from what just happened? Honestly?
That was a holy ship. It was a holy ship. That's what it was.
But
And it-
understand,
What?
but understand something. Don't judge it. Keep it neutral.
Yeah.
No, you should be able to get off of here and continue with that beautiful vibe that you were going to have after we do this show. Lorraine, how much does it take for someone to do something to throw you off? Not as much as it used to, but guess what? You brought that on tonight. I brought it on. We brought it on. I'm not something I wish that came on, but the reality is guess what? We're going to pass the test because we're not going to let that disturb us. We are going to stay on the path of the heart. If you go with the path of the mind, right? Where are you right now? Okay, were you there right when it happened and after? No. I
No.
said, no, you don't. You get back here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want you to take this and I want you to thank that person for this lesson. And no, I'm not glad he did it. But
Lesson
there'll be
learned.
more lessons like that because you can't crash the economy. You can't get human beings to kill each other and go to war and think we're not going to have repercussions. You can't take away, people's living. You can't increase their food, their gas, their rent, and everything and expect everything's going to be hunky-dory. Understand something right now, Lorraine. 1 out of 1,000 people are going to actually pass this test because everybody can be in a good mood when it's going your way. How about when it's not going your way? Has the last 2 weeks gone my way, Lorraine?
No. No, I'd say not.
Okay, and how have I done?
Amazing. Amazing.
Okay, and I am not amazing. We all are amazing. You're amazing. Everybody, this gentleman that did this, he can be amazing too. And I know he's watching this until he told me to go, you know what? But he may come back and watch it again. Understand something, everybody. Just like Food Forest Abundance, Jim Gale sowing seeds all around the world on a physical and emotional level. What seed do you want to sow inside of your brain? Because understand, you better get this and you better take this to the bank. Your brain is like a garden. No matter what the seed is that you put in the soil, it will blossom. It will take root. What seeds are you putting in and what seeds are you watering and feeding every day? Because if they're negative ones, whatever you feed gets better and it will eat you up someday. And it's called dis-ease, out of alignment. They think it's real. There's no cancer. There's no heart disease. There's just different emotions that cause different signals coming from the body. And when you don't listen, they become life-threatening because your vibration is so badly off that you become acidic, no oxygen, you eat up the nutrition, and you know what you do? You create physical and emotional blocks, and your spirit that is always coming into you 24/7 is actually being blocked because of you, because of physical blocks and emotional blocks. And that's the God's truth. And this is what I teach in my whole life coach course, and understand. Everyone should take it. And if I ever become to the point where I'm abundantly wealthy and I can run my business without making any money, I will give that. And I will tell you, I put that out every day to that which created the universe, that someday I hope to fill a room up with hundreds of people that don't pay for my course. But then guess what? Will it be appreciated? That's the problem. Will it be appreciated? Maybe it'll be the same thing as, guess what? It's Mother's Day. And Mother's Day should be a month, not that other thing. Mother's Day should be a month. It should be a year. And understand something. Will it be appreciated? I doubt it. but I'll give it a shot. If I ever get to the point I can run my business and I've got enough money to run it without charging, I'll do it for the fun of it. But it'll probably get appreciated like mothers get appreciated. And they get depreciated, don't they, Lorraine?
Yes.
Because guess what? Mothers have to learn how to love and care for themselves so that they teach their children how to do it. But mothers are taught, okay, not to love themselves, but to pour their love into their children so that their children don't know how to love themselves so that they can keep the family curse going. How's that, Lorraine?
Exactly right. You know, I look at I look at my own kids and the trauma that they went through because I wasn't fully aware of what I could do.
Well, you didn't know any better. You can't do any better till you know better.
Exactly. So
I remember something, whether we like it or not, like that gentleman who came on and tried to disrupt and destroy the show for, what, you don't think that's a person calling out? Just like when Magdalena came on about this gentleman who has psychotic episodes, right? That's just somebody screaming and reaching out. But guess what? That's also somebody that has no value.
Yeah.
When you have no value, okay, you do drugs, you do alcohol. When you believe that your personality is not good enough, you'll never be good enough. You'll never add up. You'll never become anything. Who would love you? We all heard that.
Yeah.
So how am I going to talk badly about this guy, even though he did what he did was the worst thing that anybody's ever done on this show? So yeah, you're number one on that. But I'm not going to send him any negativity. And I'm definitely not going to take it on.
Yeah.
So understand something. You are only healthy to the value you put on yourself. You know what? And that's the only thing. I can't get frustrated over it. I'm not telling you I have the answer or I'm the one. But I do have the answer for myself. Don't react. Don't attack. Love anyway. And if there's something very corrupt and evil, you don't go near it. And it could be a family member. It could be a friend. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a movie. It's a book. It's a group. It's a situation. Why can't we just go to where it's beautiful? Why do I live in Ixtapas-Zihuatanejo, Lorraine? Because guess what? It doesn't matter what's going on in the world. This is just a beautiful place.
It is.
Yeah. And I'm not telling you have to move to Ixtapas-Zihuatanejo, but just remember something, everybody. You limit yourself. Oh, I've got to be with my family, my grandchildren. I'm not telling you not to. Oh, I've got to be here because of this or this or this or this. There's so many belief systems that get in our way. And you know what? I'm not telling you to come here. I'm trying to tell you that be authentic. Why don't you show up first for yourself and do that for 33 days? Make you first before anyone else. And I swear to God, nobody will drown. Nobody will get poisoned. No one will die. No one will get sick. And guess what? Probably some of the people are going to go, wow, I'm really glad that he or she is not at me all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Just got to get off that high horse, right? And
well, I don't know. I say don't face your fears. I say ride the suckers.
There you go.
Just ride them.
Yeah.
And then guess what? And then break those fears and you really train them to work for you. And then create that, excitement, of course, there's going to be a little bit of anxiety, but guess what? I got to tell you, I love stress. I'm not telling you. There's a difference between stress and anxiety. Okay. I like, you're always going to have stress if you're taking on a project that's exciting and it's bigger than what you've done before, and you're going where you have never gone before with your mind, with your body, with your imagination. And I want to do that every day. And I want this to be my playground, okay? Not my kitty litter. The world is my playground, and my imagination is limitless because I walk the path of the heart. So how fast are you to actually get centered? I never have to forgive another person in my life because I'm never going to judge another person in my life. And I want you to really think about that tonight. And I really am striving for that. Okay? Because that is where my power lies. People go, "Oh, I'm really sorry." You don't have to be sorry because I never judged you. What do you mean you never judged me? I did it wrong, or I hurt you, or I came against you, and I lost it. Yeah, I know, but guess what? It happens. You might do it again. So I'm not gonna judge you, and I'm not gonna forgive you, because if I forgive you, you'll tell me that you'll never do it again. And then if you do, then guess what? I have to forgive you again. And that's why we hate each other. So if I don't judge you, I don't have to forgive you, and you'll probably do it again. And if you do, I love you anyway. As long as it's not life-threatening and you're not totally bringing chaos into my life, you know what? I get it. We're all growing. Lorraine, what do you think? Shall we go? Shall we go and have supper?
Yeah.
Shall we go nourish ourselves?
Yes, we should go nourish ourselves. You bet. The highest vibrational nourishment we can find out there.
So guys, yes, and that's the love, baby. But just know this, everyone. All I did was carrot juice and beet juice today. Okay, went down to the market. It's 70 pesos for a liter. Okay, otherwise quart. And then I have my organic strawberry blender drink here. All right. And now we're going to go to a place called Il Mare, and it's here in Ixtapa. And I'm going to have a big salad, and I'm going to have a baked potato. Okay. And the reality is here, everyone. Let's work on a perfect moment. See how many we can have. A moment is only 1/10,000th of a second. Okay. And the power is in the moment. So own it. Okay. That's the only place that you can create something new. And that is the only place that you can repeat things enough to create a new prominent dominant thought. Does everybody understand the subconscious is the most powerful part of a human, second to the heart? And when you can create a new prominent dominant belief because you're in the moment enough to repeat something long enough and strong enough, you're going to rock your world. Don't worry about trying to get rid of the things that got a chokehold on you or creating disease in your life. Just whatever you think is the negative, flip it around and focus on the positive and go for it. Go for it. Lorraine?
Exactly. We've got to keep our eye on the positive and see the bright out there, and just know that we're pure potential. Whatever your heart desires, you can draw that to you. You can get that happiness. You can bring that beautiful, perfect day back into your life.
So everybody, download the Perfect Day. Give it a shot. Okay, please. Okay. I mean, everything in it, from recipes, right? Soups, blender drinks, salads, how to do a perfect day diet, how to do a perfect day keto diet. Okay, if I've got an eye infection, ear infection, vaginal infection, if I got a bowel problem, if I got a shoulder problem, it's all in here. And then it guides you and has links to the library and other things. This is better than any health university, college course anywhere. But guess what? You got to be on course. And you know what? You got to be centered into yourself long enough and strong enough. If you spent an hour every night for 9 months working on this and in the library, you would be smarter than 99% of the so-called health practitioners out there, because smart is not intellect. It's actually intelligence, which is knowledge that you can actually take action. I mean, all the stuff that a medical doctor learns, how much action can he take in actually healing? I'll leave that with you. And I'm not putting them down because they're great at emergency care. Okay. But remember something. It's not emergency care you want, because you'll be an emergency. You want a perfect day that you are the master of your mind, the master of your body. Lorraine, would you like to finish off tonight?
Sure. So I
Good night,
think,
everyone.
so we need to do, I feel that we need to do the Braveheart oath, which goes, I am love, I am healed, I am Braveheart. From the moment I rise until I gently close my eyes, I will love, honor, respect, protect, forgive, trust, and totally love you. And when you're saying this, you are looking into your eyes in a mirror. Hopefully it's a full-length mirror. You're holding that mirror as if you're holding the most precious gift you've been given. And then it goes, before anything or anyone else, so help me God. Because I am Braveheart, I am healed. I love you guys.